Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is a review man, and today I'm reviewing the Throwback Thursday movie. It's Back to the Future. This movie stars Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Emma Thompson, and a few other people. Christopher Lloyd plays Doc Brown, a famous scientist that invents a time machine, and Marty plays his assistant. Well, Doc, he stole some plutonium from Libyans to make the time machine work, and the Libyans found Doc, and Marty had to escape, and the only way he had to escape was in the time machine. And he made a time machine out of a DeLorean, which he said, if you're gonna build a time machine out of a car, why not do it with some style? But anyway, Doc had the time circuits on. Marty forgot he had the time circuits on, and Doc went back to 1955, where he had to find past 1955 Doc and tell him that he invented a time machine. Past Doc didn't believe him, but Marty had other problems. His mom his teenage mom in the past was falling for him. So what he had to do was he had to convince his mom to fall in love with his dad, which is George McFly. Her name in the past was Lorraine's Baines. So Marty escapes after getting hit by the car, which George, his dad, was supposed to be getting hit by a car from Lorraine's dad. And as the movie goes on, Marty gets in a fight with Biff, which is the family bully, and part of the reason that Marty went back to the past is to change his family's future. So the movie's going on. Lorraine's falling for Marty. Marty's trying to get George to fall. Marty's trying to get George. Marty's trying to get Lorraine and George together. And it's working out because he goes to the Fish Under the Sea dance where his mom and dad kissed for the first time. And if they didn't get each other to kiss, he would disappear into existence. But in the end, but Marty but Biff had other things coming. What Biff had was he was going to knock out Marty, which Marty's 1955 name was Calvin Klein, like the clothes model. And instead of Biff getting a hold of instead of George knocking out Marty, he knocked out Biff, which changed Lorraine and George's future for the good. So Marty goes up, sings at the dance, gets his parents to kiss, saves his future, just in time for the clock tower to be struck and Marty to be sent back into the future, which that happens, but just in the nick of time. Marty leaves Doc a note in 1955 that says, "Do not open this to 1985," and it's about the day that he goes back in time when he gets shot. And Marty goes into the future only by 10 minutes. 10 minutes before Doc got shot the first time. After Doc gets shot, future Marty goes down to save Doc. Doc gets reanimated, and then Doc wakes up, and Marty's like, "You're alive. Bulletproof vest." And then he pulls out the note that Marty left for him, and Doc says, and Marty says, what about all that talk about future events and messed up the time-space continuum? And Doc says, "Well, I figured, what the hell." Doc and Marty go back to Marty's house, drop Marty off. Doc goes into the future, everything is good, and everything's better. Everybody's lives for the better. Sorry, I had to stretch. Everybody's lives is for the better. And then Doc comes to the future. Doc comes back and says, Marty, get in the car. You gotta go to the future. It's your kids, Marty. Something's gotta be done about your kids. And at the end of the movie, Marty says, wait a minute, Doc, we don't have enough road to get up to 88. And Doc says, roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. And that's where that movie ends. Join me next time when I will review Back to the Future 2. I'm Josh, I'm the review guy. This is Throwback Thursday review. Peace out.